What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul. This is the Leeds Therapy. Thank you as ever for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. On the screen, you'll see all of my socials. If you could give those a follow for me, I would greatly appreciate it. And so on YouTube, if you could make sure that you are subscribed, if you could make sure that your notifications are turned on, and if you could also make sure any comments that you want to make, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. We're on all of your podcast apps as well, so on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. If you give the video a like rating, that would be greatly appreciated also as well. You can probably hear from my voice that I am absolutely steaming full of cold once again. It seems to be the month for it at this moment in time. And I know before anybody says anything to me, I need to up my vitamin C intake, multivitamins, all of that kind of good stuff. I am fully aware of that. So that is absolutely fine. Not a problem. I'm on process with doing that at the moment. I have, I'm overdosed on Sudafed, paracetamol, and copious amounts of tea at the same time as well. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is the FA Cup review of Derby County versus Leeds United. It ended in a 3-1 win for Leeds United, who now go through into the fourth round. There's fourth round of the FA Cup, whoever knew that. This is uncharted territory for us. I think if you look at the game as a whole, I think that the most obvious thing is that the Premier League quality of Leeds United shone through towards the end. And I think that this was also an opportunity for some Leeds United players to either A, put themselves in the shop window, or B, stake a claim to be playing more first-team football. Some players did that, some players didn't. First half-wise, our biggest issue was, and again, I didn't watch the game fully because I was in bed trying to recover, but from the highlights and some of the other review videos that I've watched, the biggest problem is that we seemed to want to put a foot on the ball a lot in the first half and not progress anything quickly or try to move anything quickly. We were very slow to get things going. I completely agree with Jer's summary that Tanaka seemed to be the only one that was really trying to force the issue and push everybody forward a little bit more and to try and make the play a little bit quicker overall. Obviously, there were 8 changes in the starting lineup compared to what we would normally go with. We went with the 3-4-1-2 formation, I think it was in the end. So we had Bornau, Biol and Ampadu, Harrison, Gruev, Tanaka, Nonto, Pirro in like the 10 position, and then Nemecha and Okafor up front. Pirro is a bit of an anomaly, and I've kind of been championing him to get a little bit more game time. And having watched it, I do feel like he was... It's a really weird thing to say. I do kind of feel like he was playing for himself a little bit more than playing for the team, particularly in the first half. And that's not kind of what you want to see. He was playing in kind of the number 10 role, so you want him to be linking the play a little bit more. He does get a shot off of the post. Unfortunately, he's got a penalty saved. When a lot of people were saying, why didn't Nemecha take the penalty? I think it's because when Pirro was on the pitch, Pirro's the guy that takes the penalty overall. Second half, he was better for me. I thought Nemecha showed good touches, spinning, the ball in for Justin, and I'm kind of swinging around, all over the place a little bit here, but the ball in for Justin's goal, the one that made it 3-1, was a really good pass. And it was a nice thing to see. It was pleasing to see that on there. Okafor was very Okafor. You can see the Premier League quality that Okafor has. He just can't seem to maintain it for like a full 90 minutes almost. I know he was subbed, but just that maintenance of that. But when he does get the ball in, he does do a couple of things. He does obviously shine through a lot more. Jack Harrison, the sooner he goes to Valencia, the better. I was very much the case of giving him an opportunity to show his redemption arc this season, and I've not been impressed with what I've seen with him so far. To say that he's a winger, he can't cross a ball to save his life. And the one decent cross he does with his right foot, which is the one for the Nemecha header when we were winning 2-1, which was a good save by the keeper. Also, as well, special mention for Zetterstrom as well. What a game he had today. He made 8 really, really, really good saves. There was one point in the first half as well where he made a double save, which was very, very good to see. It's not good for us, but it's nice to see when a keeper's shown a little bit of agility. The one mark that I do have is that on the penalty, he was off his line. He jumped forward off his line before the ball was struck. So if you want a horses for courses kind of thing, but it is what it is. He saves the penalty. It wasn't a good penalty by Pirro. It was too high. It wasn't high enough. There wasn't enough power on it. It was too close to the keeper by the time the keeper already chose to dive. It's not the type of penalty that we're used to seeing from Pirro. So that was, again, a little bit disappointing. Farke clearly got into them at half-time. So when they came out after half-time, there was more urgency, a little bit more speed, a little bit more, let's move through the gears a little bit more. Let's, try and push this forward a little bit more than what we've actually been doing. And the 2 goals that we score in the 52nd and 54th minute are real examples of us pushing forward quickly and doing a really good thing. A nice little 1-2 between Tanaka and Biol. Biol plays a really nice ball across. Pirro, and this is good from Pirro, does the thing where he steps over the ball. It completely flummoxes the Derby defence, and that instant shot and goal, although straight at the keeper, was an absolute Exocet missile of a shot that went into there by Gnonto. And I'm pleased for Gnonto. Gnonto did have a good game today. If we were to say 2 players who were kind of rotated out of the squad a little bit, who kind of stepped up to the mark, I would definitely say Tanaka, and I would definitely say Gnonto did that today. 100%. Then there was the second goal, which came 2 minutes later. Nemecha doesn't give up on the ball. He kind of spoons it too far out to the left, but he doesn't give up on it. Brings it back round again. Plays it into Okafor. Okafor then plays it to Pirro. Pirro then takes the shot. Zetterstrom makes a really good save, but Tanaka is there furthest forward to put the ball over the line. And it's pretty much from that point on, it was pretty much done and dusted. It was over with. Talking about the Diaz goal for Derby, a lot of people saying, is this the Darlow that you want to have in goal? 2 things. The ball was very, very close to him. Could he have done better with it? Probably, yeah. Comes through a crowd of people, but I don't know why, we just seem to be very much of the opinion that we're just going to slap all over keepers whenever we can. But it was a snapshot, and it was a goal, and there's not much more you can say about it. I would question the defenders doing their job properly. I would question the midfield doing the job properly in terms of marking players and doing what they actually needed to do. James Justin comes on at half-time as well for Bournemouth. I've got to give the ref credit for Justin's goal. He could have blown for a free kick, but he didn't. He let it just run on. And really, really nice, progressive, fast play. And obviously, Nemecha gets the ball out on the left. Stack plays the ball out to Nemecha. Nemecha goes down the left-hand side and then plays a really nice outside of the foot pass into Justin's feet, who is absolutely just got his Billy Whiz shoes on to get to where he needs to get to put that ball in. But the ball goes into... It's a really, really clever pass when you think about it, because the ball goes into no man's land the way it goes in. So it's kind of between the penalty spot and the 18-yard line where the ball actually lands, which makes the keeper go, oh, I kind of need to come and get this. Oh, I'm not sure if I should make it. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to make it. But it just gives Justin enough of an opportunity to... Well, he makes him, doesn't he, to put it straight through his legs and make it 3-1, and that's it. That's game. That's done. Everything's finished and over. Sam Byram got a cameo. Brendan Aronson got a cameo as well. I'm pretty sure that's probably more just a case of that he was acting probably like the child that had been given the Pepsi at Christmas, wouldn't shut up and just carried on running around all over the place. And Farke just kind of went, okay, just go get on the pitch and just go run it off, please. Good to see Longstaff back as well. Longstaff got about 20 minutes worth of game time. So it's nice to see him back in the fold again and getting some minutes into his legs. Just a professional performance all round, I think, is probably a fair assessment of it. First half, not brilliant. Second half was much better. The times when we actually stepped it up a gear and played like a Premiership team are the times when, it told. And it was the times when we scored the goal. So when we stepped it up a gear and went a little bit quicker and went at a bit more pace, we get the equaliser, we get the second goal, and Justin gets the third goal. So, yeah, into the fourth round. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, who we get. I'd like Wrexham, because that would be quite funny, because I don't know what Brynlaw would do if he'd be taking off commentary duties. And I think, sorry, I've just hit my microphone. I think a nice little stat here that we should be just making everybody aware of, especially for all the Derby fans that were crying because we were singing about referring to ourselves as champions of the Championship, which we are for this year. We are the champions of the Championship. It's just one of those things. So a person put, have you ever heard another Premier League club refer to themselves as champions of the Championship champions? Staggering mentality. So that's a Derby fan, obviously taking the loss quite well. And I found the stat from Johnny Cooper, which was quite interesting. Leeds United become the third visiting team with 5 consecutive matches against Derby at Pride Park, all in victories. So just to run through all of those. August 2018, 4-1. May 2019, 1-0. July 2020, 3-1. December 2024, 1-0. January 26th, 3-1. So to the Derby fans that are having a go about our mentality, I have one simple thing to say. We own you in your own home. Pipe down. It's going to do it for this one, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to click the like button. If you are new to the channel, please also subscribe, turn your notifications on. Comments, feel free. Leave all the comments down in the comment section down below. If you're listening on audio, please also leave a like rating. Thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. Take care of each other. Most importantly, take care of yourself. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.